the kids and children from their first time of Christmas, someone came up to me and told me, Tim, what's wrong? And I said, it's my first time to have without a father for Christmas. He asked why I would volunteer to follow his footsteps. I know he would do the same. He will follow. I wish he was here today, alive. Said, son, I'm proud of you.
Thank you, Tim.
You're welcome.
Are you done?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
So I wanted to say a little bit about what we ended up doing. We actually volunteered for the 8th annual Christmas breakfast with Shane Harris. All of our clients help out either in shopping or either wrapping presents. We were able to actually wrap up to like 600 toys within like 3 days. This actually helped out our organization though to be able to get our clients out into the community, get them feeling, like just Timothy said, feeling that there's something rewarding into it. Not only that, but there was other clients who actually were able to and stuff. So there was a lot that they accomplished within this volunteer side that Shane was able to help out and be part of it. And so we're so proud that he actually is part of our organization and gave us this opportunity for us and for our clients to actually be part of his organization also. So I'll welcome Shane Harris.
Well, thank you, Blanca. And first and foremost, let's give Blanca and the team here at Uniway a big hand for their leadership and their voice for this population. It's a pleasure to be here at Uniway to tour, to see the work that's happening here, and most of all, to visit with many of the students that I had the chance to work with during Christmas. And I will never forget how quickly they wrapped over 600 toys. I've never seen anyone wrap gifts that fast, and I certainly didn't have. I certainly can't wrap any gifts, so we're really appreciative of that. Year after year that I've been doing the Shane Harris Christmas Day Breakfast and Gift Giveaway, that is a difficult task to pull off, wrapping over 2,000 toys, bikes, and you name it. And so they came in the first swing of the first few weeks preparing for that, and in 3 days got over 600 gifts wrapped. And so, I just want to give them a big hand again for their courage, their leadership. So it's good to be here today. I'm glad we're inside because it is hot as you know what outside. And so we're glad to be in a room that is a little cooler. I will say it's a little hot in here. I mean, I didn't expect to come to a room this packed, but we're all here celebrating the month today, and we're going to talk a little bit about that. So it's truly an honor to be with all of you here today, Blanca and everyone. This is a part of a commitment that I made during Christmas to come back, to thank every student that was a part of this process of helping us to pull off a tremendous Christmas Day event that I started over 10 years ago now, or over 8 years ago now, to provide a Christmas for foster families and specifically foster youth. After 13 years in the system, you can imagine it takes a toll on you. And then to have both of your parents deceased, it takes a toll on you. And you could fight or you could fly. You could make a decision in your life. What do you want to do? And I decided later on, as God would have it, that I was able to have some people to help me pull me out of the most difficult places in my life. After going from home to home, group home to group home, 8 different placements total while I was in foster care, challenges were very difficult. And I was able to get to a place where I could help somebody. And when I decided 8 years ago that I was going to create a Christmas for foster families, I was criticized. A lot of organizations don't want to do anything on Christmas but I thought about the kids who don't have anywhere to go on Christmas like I did. And so when you realize that someone doesn't have something, you can decide that you can pay attention to your advertisement, your own comfortability, or you're going to get up and do something about it. And so year after year, now over 500 families attend that Christmas Day event. Foster kids, several hundred of them, gifts and receive a breakfast and come into a venue that is for coming home to Uncle's house for Christmas. And it did feel like that. Some of you were there. Blanca, would you agree? And it was getting your house ready, and it was chaotic at times. But the students of NUA, I always struggle to say the organization's name. NUA were very effective in coming to help us prepare for that. So it's truly an honor to be with you all here today, lifting up, celebrating, and standing alongside individuals in our community, in our county, in our city, who have developmental disabilities, but are not limited by those disabilities. And it's something I understand deeply. As I talked about, I grew up in a very difficult situation, all odds against me, and I understand deeply what it feels like to have disabilities, to be told you can't, to be told you have ADHD, to be told that you cannot achieve, to be told that you are, you're not going to make it. And I had to overcome those odds to prove the odds wrong, and I did. And so many of the students that are here today that we're celebrating for this month, declaring National Developmental Disabilities Month in San Diego, are also the trailblazing students of our time who overcome the challenges and don't let the odds beat them. And damn it, we got to keep supporting you and lifting you up. So today, Shane Harris, Office of the San Diego Public Advocate, I'm proud to be here at NUA to proclaim March 2026 as National Developmental Disabilities Month in San Diego. But this moment is about more than a proclamation and a signing ceremony, as well as handing certificates out to each of the students who were a part of this process of helping us pull out San Diego's biggest Christmas Day affair. This moment is about the people. It's about dignity. It's about inclusion. And it's about recognizing the strength, the resilience, and the contributions of individuals who too often are overlooked. Developmental disabilities impacts millions of individuals and families across our country and right here in San Diego. These are our neighbors, our friends, our coworkers, and our family members, and we applaud them. And while each person's journey is unique, what is shared is a desire that we all have to be seen, to be valued, and to belong. That is what today is about. It's about affirming every person, regardless of the ability, has the right to the full and meaningful life that they ought to have, to contribute, to be included, to be respected, not for what they can do, but for who they are and what they bring to our cities and our counties. And let me be clear, this is not about charity. This is about equity. Because when we talk about inclusion, we are talking about removing barriers. We're talking about making sure that opportunities are not limited by outdated systems, lack of access, or assumptions about ability. We are talking about building a San Diego County where everyone truly has a seat at the table, and those even who do not get discussed often our developmental disability community. Today, I also want to recognize the incredible individuals that we are honoring, those who stepped up and gave back to the community in a powerful way. Through NUA Incorporated, you have committed your time and your energy providing over 20 hours of community service, helping wrap gifts for children who have several developmental disabilities on their own, attending the 2025 Shane Harris Christmas Day Breakfast and Gift Giveaway. Now I want to pause and really think about that. Those with their own disabilities, with their own odds against them, stepped up for kids who also have all the odds against them. That speaks volume. And on a day when services are closed, you all stepped up, every single one of you. And that is something to be proud of. When many would not, you did. When many people are focused on their own families, you chose to show up for other families and other kids. You chose to serve. You chose to make sure that children, many of whom are in the foster care system, low-income households, military families, or those experiencing homelessness, would wake up on Christmas morning knowing that someone cared. That matters. That kind of service doesn't just impact a single day. It creates lasting memories. It creates hope. It tells a child, you are not forgotten. And the fact that this work was done by individuals who themselves face barriers already in society speaks volumes about what our county and what our communities have yet to do. You have proven that the odds are not barriers, but they are triumph moments. Moments to prove the haters wrong, moments to prove those who stand in your way wrong, even the odds. It tells us that leadership, compassion, and service are not defined by ability. They are defined by heart, by service, by spirit. And today we celebrate that heart. We celebrate your commitment. We celebrate your impact. And we thank every single one of you, even the staff, who work to make your life a little easier every single day. We truly, truly thank you. I also want to take a moment to recognize organizations and staff here at NUA and other organizations that do this work, who are doing the work every single day to empower the individuals who face tremendous disabilities, create opportunities, and build pathways for inclusion. That kind of work doesn't get the television time, doesn't get the attention, doesn't get the front cover of the newspaper, but it is more essential than most of the things that do. Not just for those who have directly served, but for our entire community. It takes a village, they say, to raise a child. It takes a village to encourage those with odds against them to overcome them. When we create a more inclusive community, and I'm not talking about race, I'm talking in general. When we create an inclusive community for everyone to sit at the table, everyone benefits. When we remove barriers, we unlock potential. And when we choose to see people for who they are, not just their challenges, but their strengths, we build something stronger, more just, and something more human. That's the San Diego we are working hard to build. But let me say this. While today is a marking of an anniversary, a celebration, a national recognition, it's also a reminder that we have yet more work to do. These are still barriers. There are still barriers to break down. There are still voices that need to be heard. And there are still opportunities to expand access, inclusion, and equity for individuals with developmental disabilities. So as we recognize March as National Developmental Disabilities Month, I want to challenge all of us not just us today, but every day, to think about what inclusion really looks like. That's why in the coming days, I will be making some proposals to improve the lives of those with developmental disabilities across our county. Proposals to the County Board of Supervisors, the body that oversees our county, to increase expanded services and to increase more advocacy for this population. Those with developmental disabilities deserve more than just respect and dignity. They deserve a voice at the table. And it is, to me, incredibly important that this population has a voice at the table, such as a commission on developmental disabilities in the county. And so in the coming days, you will hear about an announcement of a proposal that I will be making to establish a county, the first county commission on developmental disabilities. That commission would be tasked with individuals who work with those in the developmental disability, as well as lived experience seats of those who serve on that commission to help improve the lives of other people coming behind them with other developmental disabilities. That commission would advise County Board of Supervisors on policies that can improve the lives of developmental disabilities in our region. And that commission would be a body that would be critical and important. We have a commission on everything else, a commission on homelessness, a commission on girls, on the status of girls, a commission on child welfare services. Why not have a county commission on developmental disabilities? It's not just a word, it's not just a commission, but it's action. It's making sure that spaces are accessible, opportunities are available, and it's making sure that every person feels like they belong. It's about putting policy behind the action and hearing from those who have had those odds most critically in their face, but they did not let those odds stop them, just like I didn't. And that is why I will continue to be a voice for the voiceless, and specifically those with developmental disabilities, because I know what it is to have all the odds against you and to be able to overcome those odds and tell those haters, I will not be stopped. Yes. And that is what you do. So to those being honored today, know that your work matters, that you are appreciated by the Office of the Public Advocate for participating in the 8th Annual Shane Harris Christmas Day Breakfast. I hope that you'll come back this year and serve. And we'll do it earlier. We'll get you in earlier so that you have more time to prepare. Your contributions are helping to shape a better San Diego. And I hope in the coming days that you will not just be honored for the work that you did last year, but that you will stand with me as I make new proposals to increase more advocacy, more action, and might I say more policy at the county level for those with developmental disabilities across our entire region. You are not just participants in this community, you are leaders. Every single one of you are leaders in it. That's right. And so I'm proud to stand with you as we move forward. Let this proclamation not just sit on a wall or serve as a remembrance, but as a commitment to continue the work that we have started, a commitment to continue the work that you all have been doing, and a commitment to thank and value those in this community who work every single day, the teachers, the social workers, and the organizations who help to improve the lives of our students, especially those with developmental disabilities. We're building a community where everyone, regardless of ability, usually they say regardless of race, regardless of ability, has the opportunity to thrive. Know that you have my full support as the public advocate to continue to fight. And might I say the public advocate is not a governmental organization. I have to say that because folks say, what is the public advocate? It is an office that I established to focus on hyperlocal issues at the local level and advocate for populations such as you. Know that I thank you for your service, and know that I am all in on fighting for every single one of you. Not just appreciating you for coming by on Christmas, but for fighting for a future where you do have a seat at the table, and specifically the policy table of where decisions are made in county government. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your example. And let's sign this proclamation into effect. So if you all will join me around the table here. Join me around the table. I want to invite the staff as well. No, it's good right there. We got to keep this.
Be careful.
We actually need people behind. Behind. So let's clear this area. What's up, brother? Could you move it over a little bit? We're gonna have to pan it a little bit to this way, and then zoom in a little bit. Can you zoom in right here on this shot? Letty, can you make sure that that's shots? You zoomed in. All right. So first and foremost, I'm going to sign this proclamation into effect, and then I have a number of certificates that I'm going to hand out to each of you to say thank you for serving at the 2025 Shane Harris Community Christmas Day Breakfast. And I particularly wore the tan suit to cause a little problem here. I don't know if you all remember Barack Obama wearing that tan suit, and they had a fit about it. So I wanted to cause the same problem, and so I did that. But I wanted to really come to sign into effect this proclamation to declare March 2026 as National Developmental Disability Month in San Diego. And so I'm going to read these whereases. They're a little long, so bear with me. Whereas National Developmental Disabilities Month is observed each March to raise awareness about the inclusion of people with developmental disabilities in all facets of community life, and to recognize the barriers that people with disabilities still face in connecting to the communities in which they live. And whereas developmental disabilities are a diverse group of conditions that begin during the developmental period and may impact day-to-day functioning, including physical, learning, language, or behavioral areas. And whereas individuals with developmental disabilities are valued members of our community who contribute their talents, perspectives, and strength to the social, cultural, and economic fabric of San Diego County. And whereas it is essential that all residents of San Diego, including those with developmental disabilities, have equal opportunities to live, work, learn, and participate fully in community life with dignity, respect, and independence. And whereas organizations such as Anue Incorporated and many others work tirelessly to empower individuals with developmental disabilities and to provide meaningful opportunities for service, inclusion, and leadership. And whereas individuals with developmental disabilities demonstrated their commitment to community through acts of service, including contributing over 20 hours assisting with gift preparation for children attending the 2025 Shane Harris Community Christmas Day Breakfast and gift giveaway, helping to bring joy to over 500 foster children and families. And whereas the Office of the San Diego Public Advocate, a non-government advocacy office established by me with a commitment to advancing equity, accessibility, and inclusion for all residents, including those with developmental disabilities. Now, therefore, I, Shane Harris, San Diego Public Advocate, do hereby proclaim March 2026 as National Developmental Disabilities Month in San Diego, and encourage all residents to promote inclusion, celebrate the contributions of individuals with developmental disabilities, and work together to build a more accessible and equitable community for all. In witness thereof, I have hereunto set my hand and caused the seal of the Office of the Public Advocate to be affixed this 25th day of March 2026. The Public Advocate is a non-governmental office signing into effect National Developmental Disabilities Month in San Diego County for March 2026. I'll sign this into effect.
Everybody applaud. Come on.
What's your name? Wendy. Wendy's got the first pen.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Everybody, come on.
Where's Blanca?
Hey.
Blanca. Joshua. Thank you,
Yeah.
Joshua. All right. Go right here. Your name? Nancy. I remember Nancy. Thank you, Nancy. That's yours, Nancy. Thank you. So there it is, declared month of May, National Developmental Disabilities Month in San Diego.
Yeah.
So we'll now give some of these certificates out. Well, all of them, not some of them. Alan Pimentel. Where's Alan? There's Alan. Come on, Alan. Come on up. Take a picture. Bring this up. There you go. Here, let me show you. This is how you do it, man. Let me show you.
Sorry.
There you go. And also, Anue got each of these for you guys in addition to the certificate. So very nice here. Good job, Blanca and team. Very nice. Yep. Thank you, Alan. Now we'll call up Kenneth Fleming. Come on over.
Okay, he has.
So this is in recognition of 20 of 20 hours of dedicated community service. Okay. There you go. Want a picture? All right. If all right. We're gonna now bring up Carlos Ivan Lopez. Carlos. Here you go, Carlos. Congratulations.
Turn this way.
Oh, we have one of these for you too. Joseph Mendel. Hey, Joseph. We got one of these. Here we go. Joseph, this is for you too.
Yes.
Dominic Gillespie. Dominic, congratulations. And we got one of these for you too. Got one of these for you too. And take a picture.
Way to go, Dominic.
So we got Jose Frankie Rosales. Jose. Congratulations. There you go. See? Here you go. See? This one too. Come on, let's give these folks a hand. You know, they don't get the recognition that they deserve often, and that's why I'm here. I wanted to come here. So, for those of y'all who say, oh, they're just, why are they doing this? These people, they deserve the recognition because they have faced all odds. So, Brian Simpson.
Come on down, Brian.
He said, "Here I am." Good job, Brian. You know what? I remember Brian. Brian was one of the first ones there that day. And Brian was so helpful. He was finding the tape and the scissors. Because those of you remember, we didn't have enough tape and scissors in the first day that we were trying to wrap all these gifts. And Brian was looking through my office, finding the tape, finding the scissors. So thank you, Brian. Thank you. Timothy Ryman. Am I saying that right? Timothy. You gotta turn it off, turn it on. Timothy Ryman. Lisa Harden. Come on. Lisa Harden, come on. James Kramer. What's up, James? Thank you for your service. Thank you. There we go. James Kramer. So we got Nico Sweat. Nico. Boy, Nico's got some fans. I don't know, Nico. Nico might need to be the public advocate. Wendy Serrano is us. Wendy. Good job, Wendy. So I believe these are staff members, right? Or is no? Okay. So Nancy Palmer. Did I give Wendy one of these? Wendy, did you go? Yeah. Yeah? All right. Perfect. Nancy Palmer. Good job, Nancy. Joshua Ramirez. Good job, Joshua. We got these here. Good job, Joshua. Kevin Moulton.
Good dancer.
I think we're missing one.
I know.
Kevin Moulton. There you go, Kev. Kev. Come on, give it up for Kevin. Allison Keefe.
Yeah, here she comes. Yeah.
How you doing? There you go, Allison. Come on, give Allison a hand.
So Mary, I forgot Mary. I sent you,
You forgot
Mary.
somebody.
No, Mary. I
get-
sent Mary at last. So
You sent it in a text?
yeah,
I got the list you sent me. You sent me 2 photos of the list?
yeah. And
It
then
wasn't
was
in
like,
there.
No, and I was like, I missed one of the clients.
Oh.
Yeah. Can we just? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
So there was one name that was missing from the list that we received, and so we're going to make sure that Mary.
Mary.
Mary. However. Mary's last name?
McCleaver.
Huh?
McCleaver.
So Mary McClellan. McKeever. Mary McKeever was very helpful. I remember her face when she came to help out. So we're going to make sure that she gets a certificate, but we're going to give this to you for right now. All right? Congratulations, Mary.
And then we have Charles in here.
Okay. And we got one more, Charles Martindale. Charles. Charles.
And then this is staff.
All right. So we got some staff members that we're going to recognize, and then we're going to close this thing out. So Jean Garcia, if you could come forward. I'm going to actually let's hold the applause. Jean Garcia, Luz Abrego, Lisa Coronado, Jenny Morales. If you all can come forth, we want to recognize the staff members. Jenny? Jenny? Lisa? Luz? And Jean?
Where's Jean?
Jean Garcia?
Jean is not here.
Oh, okay. All right.
This way?
Yeah.
In the middle?
Right here is good. Yeah. We're good right
This
here.
way?
Jean Garcia. All right. Thank you all.
Thank you.
So in closing, I want to say thank you to Anue for providing your students to come and serve. I hope that we will have you all again. We did do a celebration for the volunteers, but this is a separate thing that we wanted to do. I told them that I wanted to come here, that I wanted to see the facility, that I wanted to thank you all personally with a special thank you to Anue, beside the volunteers reception that we had. And I also want to say thank you to all the parents and the families who are here. I see you all and thank you all, because without you all, these young people would not know that they could overcome the odds. And you all have overcome tremendous odds as parents to take care of these young people and make sure that they have healthy, successful, and overcoming odds, champion lifestyles. You all are the ones who make the lives of these young people better. So let's give our parents and our families a big hand. And so with that, I'll give it to Blanca to close us out. But I want to say thank you, Anue. Thank you, parents. Thank you, families. Thank you, county and city and community. Because without you, we would not be able to recognize this month. And I also want to thank members of my team who have worked dedicated with Anue to make sure that this happens. Leticia Ruiz, Mike, and Lorena. And so without everyone coming together, we would not be able to make this month a recognition in the way that it is. Instead of the odds defeating our students, we're saying now that we got to do everything we can to empower them to overcome those odds and be leaders that people have to look up to. These are the best citizens of society because they have every odd against them and they don't let that define their life. And that is the best citizen in society. There's a lot of people who have had gold spoons in their mouth their whole life, and they don't know what it's like to face odds. Well, damn it, I know what it's like to face odds, and I damn sure know that every one of you know what it's like to face odds, and we will continue to empower that population in society. I know some people argue me all the time, Shane, what are you talking about? Equity. What are you talking about? Inclusion. That is what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about race. I'm talking about those who have been told that they cannot achieve no matter what race they are, and yet they choose. There is no color of skin on disability. There is no color of skin on foster care. There is no color of skin on these injustices that people face. But yet they choose to not let those injustices define them. And that is why I continue to resonate. Yeah, I don't have a developmental disability in the same context that many of our students have. But I did have a life in which I was handed a lot of odds, and I've had to overcome those odds. And I know what that's like. And I know some people also in this room have had those odds and have faced those odds. And they've overcome those odds. And I'm not saying any of my story to ask for sympathy. I'm stating my story because I hope that it empowers somebody. That they know that you can be a kid in the foster care system after losing both of your parents, and you can go through the system and go through multiple homes and group homes and be told that you'll never be anything and be told that your path is death. And you can overcome that path. That is why I want kids and students and those who have been handed the blows in life to know that no matter what you've been told, no matter what odds they've told you that you faced, that you can overcome those. And today we are celebrating that testament of many of the students here at NUA. So with that being said, Blanca, hand it off to you. Close this out.
Thank you, everybody. Before we go, Frankie does have something that we would like to give to Shane.
Yes.
Also for actually opening the doors and having our clients participate in his volunteer part.
I'm not here to receive anything.
So it's a picture of us when we actually went and did our volunteer side. So.
Look at that.
Yes.
This is
Everyone, yes.
beautiful.
I also have some snacks, some refreshment stuff for you guys. So make sure that you guys enjoy anything that we have for you guys.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. It's hot in here.
It is. Thank you very much.
Great job.
It was foster kids and children from their first time of Christmas. Someone